Hello everyone, Rabbi Joseph Mesler here at Temple Sinai located in Sharon, Massachusetts. And I want to talk to you about an important subject, which is how Israel is depicted on campus. I would love for you to share this video with students who are away at school or teenagers, and to have parents talk about this as well, because this is very important. When we go away to school, we're very excited. Jews especially have great reverence for educational institutions. We visit college, we buy the swag. And so then it can be very surprising when we see anti-Israel demonstrations on campus. And they happen in a lot of campuses all over the United States, and not just in the United States, in the world. And some of the things that you might see are die-ins, where people will collapse on the street and say, this is what's happening to the Palestinians. Or you will see an apartheid wall, which is supposed to represent the partition barrier, the separation wall between Israel and the West Bank. By the way, that wall the real wall was built to keep out suicide bombers, and it has actually really worked. Sometimes on those walls you will see Israel being equated with Nazis, and you will see a Star of David equals a swastika. You will see Israel being demonized that way. Some students, Jewish students, might get eviction notices in their dorm rooms saying, see, this is what's happening to the Palestinians. How does it feel? You may hear about the BDS movement, the Boycott, Divestment, and Sanctions movement against Israel, which says that businesses should boycott Israel. When you see these things, hopefully you will become educated, but when you see these things, know that they are untrue and that they are unfair. It is okay to criticize Israel. I have criticized Israel specifically around the Kotel, the Western Wall, and women's rights at the Kotel, and other aspects of Israel. And Israelis criticize Israel. Just pick up an Israeli newspaper. Any democracy needs criticism. The United States needs criticism. But when you blame only Israel for everything, and Israel is the only Jewish state, that's the same as blaming the Jews for everything. And that is anti-Semitic. So there's a time when blaming Israel or criticizing Israel is really anti-Semitism in disguise. And it is untrue, and it is unfair, and it crosses a line. There is a long history of how Israel got to this very complicated place. Israelis would love to solve this. We believe in human rights for Israelis and Palestinians. Everyone would like to resolve this situation. But it is a long and complicated and nuanced history with many sides, going all the way back to the 1947 failed partition plan, to different wars of 1948, 1967, 1973, the intifadas with the rising up of terrorism, the failed two-state solution offers of 2000, 2008. So there is a lot of history there, and it is complicated. And you can't boil all of that down to blame the Jewish state. That is crossing the line, and that is anti-Semitic. So know that we can criticize Israel, just like we do in any other democracy, but blaming only Israel is anti-Semitic. And there is a larger context because this happens in the United Nations and around the world. Let's not also forget all of the good that Israel does. Israel is an amazing place, and it does not deserve to be unfairly blamed like this. So Israel needs our support. I have given you some resources to click on along with this video so that you can become more informed and more educated on this. And when you see this on campus, and unfortunately I think that there's a high likelihood that you will, you can say this is untrue, this is unfair, this is anti-Semitic, and it does not belong on my campus. Thank you.